Welcome back, everyone, to the quick food one for today. And I do say it'll be quick. Not necessarily it would be a speed round quick, but it's quick. This comes to us from Godzilla King or Prime King Kaiju, I think that's how it was. Who asked the question, who would win a fight? Scorpius Rex from the Camp Cretaceous Jurassic Park series versus Kamen Rider Shin, who is a mutated bugman, pretty much, a grasshopper from Kamen Rider. So the Kamen Rider are kind of another version of sort of like the Power Rangers to a certain degree. There are different forms of the whole Tota Senkai. Yeah, there's all different forms of those Power Rangers, Kamen Riders. Beetleborgs falls into that category, even though I think that one was completely American. I think, though I could be wrong on that. There are multiple versions of that concept, and Kamen Rider is one of them. This character, Kamen Rider Shin or Shin Kazamatsusuri, is he's a mutant, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, you stupid. All right, come on. He's the main protagonist of the movie Shin Kamen Rider Prologue, transforming into Kamen Rider Shin. There we go. Kamen Rider Shin. He's apparently a cyborg soldier level 3 mutant. Shin eventually finds himself caught in the middle of a conflict between the CIA and the Foundation behind his transformation. His form is that of, I mean, he's humanoid by all accounts, but his form is, as you can see here, very insect-like, very grasshopper-like in nature. That said, though, his special abilities include regeneration, which allows him to regenerate from most wounds overall, and psychic abilities, which mean nothing. He's linked to other experiments, which means nothing for this fight. His fighting style is essentially a close range melee fighter, though he lacks any real martial arts skills. And he does have animal-like instincts and strength that enables him to defeat most opponents with ferocious attacks. Due to his fighting style, he lacks any true finishing moves. All the Kamen Rider type individuals categories, because because of their like enhancements, are physically stronger and tougher than most normal people. He has enhanced physical. His big things is he has enhanced physical strength and regenerative capabilities through intense gene therapy process he endured. The grasshopper genes bond to his cells, giving him a number of abilities which are only further enhanced by his mutations, such as increased jumping ranges, heightened senses, bolstered stamina, phenomenal lower leg strength, allowing him to run at great distances, deliver ferocious kicks. In addition, limited telepathy. Say his berserk fighting style and constant fear of the monster he might become. He's in full control over his mutation, which is very good. Despite his preference for using his arms as weapons, he's capable of performing the Shin Rider kick, as seen when he participated. What? Okay, great for the Shin Rider kick. Other than that, though, he doesn't have much else going for him. In Kamen Rider 4 is the net edition everyone classes here. Shin's strength is played for last, with his high vibration nails and spine cutters causing severe pain to someone with a simple handshake. So apparently he does also have some high vibration nails and cutting spine things, which would make sense. Grasshoppers do have blades on their legs. But the Scorpius Rex was essentially one of the other hybrids made in the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, it is stated to be much smaller than the Indominus Rex, which was bigger than the T-Rex, but it is larger than the Indoraptor, which was around, I want to say, 20-some-odd feet long. It is essentially a different hybrid. It's not quite designed in the same capacity as either the Indoraptor or the Indominus Rex, where it was very much a genetic weapon. Those two were very much designed to be. I mean, the Indominus was honestly just a prototype, but it still has the physical designs for weaponry in its body. So that said, the Scorpius Rex is. Wow, what actually goes into the makeup of this thing? Hold on. Hybrid. It's a combination of a Carnotaurus, a Tyrannosaurus, a Velociraptor, and a scorpion fish, which is and tree frog apparently. Its length is around 20 feet long. Its weight not unknown, unfortunately. It's not known what its weight is. What is known, though, is that it was a very dangerous predator, having the ability to see in infrared similar to the Indominus Rex, as well as having a semi-prehensile tail like a porcupine. It also has venomous spines carried over from its stonefish DNA, which can be, just not stuck in an opponent like a porcupine. It's capable. It has a semi-prehensile tail, which allows it to climb trees like the Indominus Rex. It can see infrared vision. Also has a pair of short spurs out of its back of its heels. The hybrid's ability to reproduce asexually, but that would really not matter in this fight. Apparently, the Scorpios Rex though exhibits signs of neurological and respiratory ailments. Its behavior can go from calm and placid to hyper aggressive and unpredictable, with the labored breathing resembling that of a pug, as noted by as a character. Despite these ailments, it's a highly lethal predator capable of outrunning a Gallimimus, which are very speedy in their own right, and eventually dispatching a Ceratosaurus and reproducing through parthenogenesis. Similar to the Indominus Rex, it displays mindless violence and apparent ruthlessness. Scorpius Rex is a deadly hybrid that possesses a susceptibility to noise-induced distractions and intriguing fascinations to fire. Species exhibits a remarkably aggressive nature, even extending the instances of parental aggression towards its own offspring. So basically, these are hyper aggressive dinosaurs. They were obviously made as an experiment, and they're quite large and powerful. So the question is, who in a fight in this? Well, 1-on-1. The thing is, the Kamen Riders all get those kind of like supernatural enhanced hits, or almost supernatural enhanced abilities, like the anime-esque Japanese enhanced abilities. So it's very possible and very likely that the Kamen Riders have met things very, very similar to or larger than the Scorpius Rex in size in terms of monsters. So it's very possible that Shin could easily beat that thing. But I just don't know what normally, as far as I can tell, they're fighting more humanoid individuals on a much smaller scale that just have enhanced physicality. The question is, who would win overall? I think the fact that Shin has better overall intelligence gives Shin an edge here. Because he's gotten physical enhancements enough that he should be able to land some severe hits, but because the Scorpius Rex does have enhanced physicality overall as well, it should be able to take a fair amount of hits. Then comes the Scorpius Rex's own overall aggression, and it has a far more dangerous equipment on it than Shin does. Shin does make up for that though by having a more powerful regeneration capability. But then you have the poison inside the spines of Scorpius Rex. So I think it would probably go down like this. Shin maybe investigates in Shin, whatever, and is looking and trying to solve. It's like, maybe this is where I was created, something like that, and comes across Scorpius Rex and attacks him. He jumps out of the way, and that's where he definitely has an edge over this creature. And the Scorpius Rex just chases after him. Eventually he realizes he's gonna have to fight it, kicks it in the face. Scorpius Rex is just kind of shaking it off a bit, just comes in running towards him, and they're getting in close quarter combat. And in close quarter combat, I think the Scorpius Rex is gonna actually hold the edge here. I think it's naturally at least on par with him because it's just a bigger, more powerful creature overall. And it's got more aggressive weapons on it. However, Shin has the endurance and the regeneration over him. So they're kind of muscling each other. He's getting chomped on, but he ends up kicking the Scorpius Rex in the sternum. The Rex is just kind of choking on air, pretty much choking on it. He comes in, tries to kick it again. It swipes at him. He and ultimately he tries to jump, lands in, jumps, hits him straight on the back, hits him in the back of the head. But he then gets the spine in his leg, and the pain is intense. And he's just not. He's hurt. And even with regeneration, his regeneration probably can't deal with poison as well as just a physical wound. And so he's struggling. He can't move as well anymore. And Scorpius Rex comes in again, starts swiping at the claws. Shin goes for the final, shot with his leg to do the final blow he can. He just kind of clips the Scorpius Rex right in the lower jaw and just kind of puts him down on the ground. I think smaller is actually more advantageous here because he still has comparable strength to the Scorpius Rex, if not better strength. And the fact that he actually is an intelligent humanoid who is actually able to think during these matches, during this fight, as well as being able to actually know how to fight more strategically, and having the leg strength to possibly break this thing's neck if he gets a good enough shot in, means that he is able to, I think, even with like the spines and all that, eke a win out, because he is able to regenerate. A lot of the damage that the Scorpius Rex is going to do to him will be mitigated to some degree, unless he gets like straight bit on the neck by that massive head, or just taking his head off, or like completely gutted. He should be able to muscle through whatever damage he takes. The only thing that will be a problem for him is if he gets a spine in any part of his body, because the spine is poisonous. It's stonefish poison amped up, and that is bad. People have often said stonefish is probably the most painful, non-lethal poison, like fish you could be stung by or poisoned by, because there are a number of poisonous fish out there, like the lionfish or zebrafish, scorpion fish is another one, stonefish. Crap, wait, is it the scorpion or stonefish? I want to say it's the stonefish that is considered to be the most painful, non-lethal sting you could possibly take. Period. End of story from a fish. Now you amp that up with genetic modification, and you're now dealing with a poison that could theoretically kill a normal person without any difficulty. Luckily, he's not a normal person, but he's still probably going to be he's barely going to be able to move his leg. He's probably going to be in so much pain. Luckily, though, he's got another leg, and he just puts it all into one final kick, which is a bit of a both plus and weakness on Shin's ability. Shin's abilities is that his strength seems to be more allocated into his legs than his upper body. And so while his punches still probably pack a punch, no pun intended, his real strength is his legs. So that is both a plus and a minus, because he's going to be concentrating on his legs. If he tries to go with like an axe kick or something like that, he from up above, he would risk getting one of those spines, like I kind of pointed out. Still, though, I will lean with Shin, Kamen Rider Shin. I think he's got enough advantages over the Scorpius Rex to eke out the win, I think. But I do think it'd be eking out the win. He'd be on his, again, pun not intended, last leg in this fight. Anyway, I digress. Who do you got in this fight? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.